Hi everyone, it's Ashley, and I'm back with a video showing you how you can recreate Pinterest finds on a budget using Dollar Tree items. If you love Dollar Tree and Cricut, make sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe for more. Also, join my Facebook group, Dollar Tree DIYs and Decor, where there are tons of amazing DIY ideas on a budget. For this video, I took 3 different Pinterest ideas with a beach-inspired theme to recreate. I used Dollar Tree items as often as possible. I found several examples of these beautiful shell seahorses on Pinterest. This one was being sold online for $88. I just don't want to pay that kind of money, so I wanted to make my own. To start, you'll need 3 bags of seashells and one of the little bottles. You can probably just use 3 bags and skip the little jar if you can't find it. Choose the bags that have multiple sizes of shells and different styles. You'll also need the summer seahorse sign, or you could also get away with using the wooden nautical anchor that they carry in the craft section. Start by setting up your hot glue gun and keeping your hot glue sticks handy. I used a full bag of hot glue sticks. Remove the shells from the bags and arrange them by size. This makes it so much easier to apply them when you don't have to worry about finding the right size in a pile of shells. Look through the larger shells to find the prettiest ones for the body. Since this is the biggest section, it's easier to start there. Don't worry if there are small gaps because we're going to cover them later. I used the tiny shells as the outline for the head of the seahorse. Make sure that they extend slightly beyond the outline. Using the medium-sized shells, I layered them at an angle on each other for the tail. This area is a great way to show off patterns and colors in the shells. I finished the pattern on the tail with a small shell. For the body pieces, don't be afraid to layer them around the outline. This helps to give the piece more interest and depth. I also used the largest shells as the base of the jawline because I found that they mimic the shape of the head the best. Also, I used the tiny shells and medium shells to fill in the gaps around the head. I used the smaller shells from the jar to fill in the small gaps along the top. Wherever the small shells were too large, the jar ones fit perfectly. I also added one of the smallest shells that was circular in shape in place of the eye. The mouth was the most difficult part. I played around with different shell types until I realized that the bags had these elongated shells that worked perfectly. This is one reason that picking bags with the most variety is helpful. Lastly, I added one of the large shells to the head for more detail. This glass hurricane candle holder was just the natural rustic look I wanted to add, but it's $17.99 online. Instead, I spent $3 on supplies to recreate the look. You'll need Dollar Tree rope, a bag of hot glue sticks, a small candle, and a jar. I used an empty food jar that I cleaned up so it was free. Start by warming up your hot glue gun and getting your supplies unpacked. Take the rope and decide on the length for the handle. We're going to tuck the handle underneath the layers of rope, so make sure to add extra length to your estimate. Take your hot glue gun and begin adding a line of hot glue around the base of the jar. We want the rope to be flush with the jar when it's sitting up. Work in small increments, adding lines of hot glue to the jar and adhering the rope. Once you hit the halfway mark for the jar, we want to start gluing the handles to the jar. Keeping a few inches between the handles, hot glue the first one in place. Continue leading the rope to the other side and hot glue the other handle on the opposite side. Take the rope and layer it over the handle using hot glue to secure it. This will cover the ends of the rope and make the handles more secure. Keep adding more rope to the jar until you hit the 3/4 mark. When you've reached the right height, go ahead and cut the end of the rope and try to tuck it in close to the edges of the handle. You can hot glue that down and it should stay in place. The final step is to add a Dollar Tree candle and then display your Nautical candle holder. This Nautical vase was $70 online. Again, that's way too expensive to me. I decided to make it using a $3 thrift store vase, Dollar Tree rope, blue permanent vinyl, and my Cricut maker. If you don't have a Cricut maker, you can always paint the mini wooden anchors at the dollar store blue and use painter's tape to tape off lines and paint them. I used my maker because I love the precise results and it's super quick. Begin by hot gluing the rope flush with the edge of the vase and gluing several rows to add more emphasis. You can also glue a layer on the top edge of the vase. Click the link to my Nautical vase project in the description box below. This will take you to the project page in Design Space. If you're using a small vase or a Dollar Tree vase, you can change the dimensions of the lines and the anchor under Customize. Load your mat with permanent blue vinyl. Cut both mats out. Weed the vinyl to remove excess vinyl from your design. Then, use transfer tape to adhere the design. Make sure to press the design completely into the transfer tape and avoid wrinkling or bubbling. Remove the back sheet from the vinyl decal. You can reuse the transfer tape multiple times. Place the vinyl designs onto the vase, mimicking the arrangement of our Pinterest inspiration. It's that easy. Now you can arrange your lovely display of Dollar Tree beach decor. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I have so many more DIYs to share with you guys, and I hope you have a great week.